What are you doing? Good? So stupid.
We're back.
Ready?
Yep. Oh.
We live, Poppy.
Hello, Chef.
Hello, sir. How are you? Sorry I missed last week's, my guy.
It's okay.
These
It's
fucking
okay.
restaurants are killing my soul.
It's alright.
It's alright.
I feel you.
I signed up for this shit.
How's the week going?
It's going well. I got to cook a little bit this week, which feels good. Put a fuck ton of new dishes on a white bowl, but it's good. Normally I spit. I'm drinking this one.
I was gonna say when you were like,
Plus I'm leaving for Thursday, so I feel like I got so much shit to do.
Yeah.
But I'm pumped. I just got asked to do another dinner while I'm up there, so
I asked.
It's gonna be fun.
I told Jeff I wanted to make this more of a lingo episode for you guys to get in on kind of like behind the scenes, of the words we say, because there may be a word here or there that you've heard of, and then we say another word and you're like, wait, what the hell does that mean? So I wanted to get in on that. So I was like, hey, Chef, how do you feel about no wine? Because, we typically don't drink during the week. We save it all for the weekend. And he goes, no, bring a bottle up. I was like, okay, one of those weeks. And I knew he was going out of town tomorrow, Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday, yeah. So I was like, yeah, he's probably been balls to the wall.
Oh, yeah.
So what's your favorite dish you put on at White Bowl?
Probably the shrimp passata tagliolini. So it's shrimp shells, make a really fucking thick ass broth with it. Then you blend the shells into the sauce and then push it through a strainer so that all like the body from the shells and everything create like a really thick sauce.
Fantastic.
And a lot of Calabrian chilies. And it's that, butter, shrimp, fucking cook the pasta, throw it
that's
in
in
there.
place of the black spaghetti.
No, I'm running them both. Papa.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice, good.
It's fucking people are loving it,
I
and
love black spaghetti.
and then it's super simple. It's just garnished with fennel fronds because there's a lot of fennel in the sauce. There's some Pernod in there.
Oh, shouts out, Allison.
Yeah, shout out.
Nice.
But it's delicious. That, and I would probably say the steak tartare.
Is it any different, or is it?
Yeah, Supat made it. Did a nice calamata olive aioli to go on top.
Oh,
It was fucking delicious.
Stop.
Yeah.
That would go great with this one.
Right?
Yeah.
It was good. And then he put 2 fried oysters on top.
Nice.
Fucking
Semi-carpetbagger.
horny.
Wait, no, it is basically a deconstructed carpetbagger.
Delicious.
For those of you who aren't familiar, Chef's Carpetbagger is a fantastic little creation. It's oyster, shucked, fried, then you fill the shell with the tartare, and then you throw the oyster on top, right?
And then the whole thing is floating in truffle cream.
And truffle cream, yep, that's what I forgot.
Correct.
Yeah, that shit's good.
Correct. All right, get into it, Poppy.
All right, so
What are we doing?
today, let me tell you guys about this wine we're drinking. Get that out of the way. This is one of our exclusives to the group with Scuola di Vino. It is Il Farnetto Giandon Rosato, despite the color of this guy. Definitely a darker rosé, lighter red option. If anyone's ever had a Cereswolo di Abruzzo, very similar in that fashion, but definitely not your Provence or lighter Tuscan Sangiovese, those
Definitely not.
types of things. It comes from Emilia-Romagna, so the home of prosciutto, Parmigiano Reggiano, balsamic vinegar. What else am I forgetting?
Mortadella.
Mortadella, that's the most important.
Yeah.
So this
Lambrusco.
one, Lambrusco, duh. Which this is what it is made with some Lambrusco.
Nice.
So a lot of people don't know Lambrusco does not have to be bubbly. It can be still. And this one is one of my favorite expressions of that. So you have Lambrusco, Marzemino, and just Lambrusco and Marzemino. That's all it is. And basically, it's a biodynamic farm. They have 32 hectares, but they use 8 for the grapes and the vineyard. And they make little farm goods here or there on the rest of it. They keep equilibrium in the soil, like a lot of our wines we like to bring in. Every single wine that Giovanni at Scuola di Vino brings in. So again, one of my favorites. This is on by the glass at White Bowl right now, but I'm gonna take it off and switch it over to Bastone because this goes really great with Bastone's food.
And they blew through it.
Yeah, they blew through it last time. So I'm excited. Yes, when I say last time, this is a new vintage. So we have no idea what this is gonna taste like. I imagine it's gonna taste a touch different, as most natural wines typically do, vintage to vintage. A little more than you would typically find in regular conventional wines. And the Rosso though right now, which is the same same wine, just made with a longer maceration to make it into a red wine, is on at White Bowl right now and will continue to be very
nice.
Very nice. So, the other thing I wanted to go over with you guys today is my wine lingo cheat sheet that I hand out to all my staff and all my beginners in the game of juice. So, this little sheet here is our little Bible when it comes to describing wines. It's got everything you need and then plus some in case you want to be a little extracurricular. So, we're going to go down the line while shooting the shit today, talking about things, and we'll relate it to this wine, what we taste, or where the acidity is, or where the astringency, the balance, things like that are on this sheet, how it falls into play with this wine here, and creates a harmonious liquid beverage that we do call wine. And let's get started.
Is number one acidity?
It is acidity. So, a lot of people.
Can I tell you how I know if wine's acidic?
Yes.
All right. I take a sip.
Yep.
I open my mouth.
Yep.
I go like this.
Yep.
And if I start drooling, it's acidic.
It's acidic. It is as simple as it gets. That's what I teach the staff. It's a lot of people want to think of it in a hard way, but it really is not hard. Especially if you use that trick. If you just simply take a sip here.
It tastes like a toasted Eggo waffle. That's what it smells like.
Toasted Eggo waffle?
Toasted Eggo waffle. That's what it smells like.
Holy shit, you're right.
Now I want a toasted Eggo waffle with Nutella on it.
Oh.
Because that's the only way to eat Eggo
Dude,
waffle.
did I ever tell you what my grandma used to do for me? So.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Disgusting.
Yes.
But
tell them,
fantastic.
They
So-
deserve to know.
So toasted Eggo waffles. Okay, I don't know what it was. In your household, did you guys have a lot of Eggo waffles?
Yes, all the time.
Is that an Italian?
It's an Italian thing.
And or Italian American or just Italian?
I think it's Italian because they probably couldn't get it. But I feel like
I really
Eggo, they probably thought it was Italian.
That's
because
probably
like,
true.
No.
That's like the first time my mom went to Ingles.
Yeah.
She was like, Ingles. And I was
Yeah.
like, nah, Mom, it's Ingles.
Take it easy.
She's like, no, it says Ingles. I'm like, no, Mom, I
No.
think everyone in there calls it Ingles.
Yeah.
They do. But, yeah, so Eggo waffles. I was like the only Italian kid, basically, in my friends group in Kenton, Georgia. So I didn't know whether it was like somewhat of an Italian thing or not until Chef just kind of confirmed it for me. But Eggo waffle, toasted, and she had these little bowls that my grandpa used for ice cream that happened to perfectly fit an Eggo. Like, you slid it in there and it got stuck halfway through and you had to push it down. Like, it was the perfect diameter for it. And that Eggo waffle would sit in the bottom, toasted. You'd take a scoop of, you would take Nutella, you'd spread it on the bottom, scoop of Neapolitan ice cream, another Nutella or another Eggo with Nutella, sandwich it, push it down, and then that would smash, and the warmth of it would kind of defrost the ice cream just enough to smash it and make a Eggo Neapolitan sandwich. And it was
delicious.
It was so good.
It's great.
It was so good. I gotta replicate it. I haven't done it since she passed.
That's what we should do on
I
the
haven't
next
been able to do
podcast.
it. We should.
We
Do
can
dessert
test
wine
it.
with it. Vinsanto or something
That's
like
it. I love that.
that. Or Amaro.
Yeah.
Hey, just because it's juice is technically a fruit beverage, that doesn't mean we ain't eventually gonna bring you guys some Amaro,
Exactly.
some mezcal, some vermouths. We got a lot of education to do. So, acidity. Take a sip. Swallow it. Tilt your head forward. If your mouth brings a pool of saliva, if you want to be like Chef and keep your mouth open and watch the drool hit the table, be my guest. It's not my table. Or you can just simply keep your mouth closed, tilt your head forward, and once that saliva goes to the front of your mouth, that will tell you how much acidity. Obviously, the faster it does that, the more acidity in the wine. The slower, the less. Astringency. Most commonly found in red wines. It is desirable to have some astringency, but a lot of people think that astringency can kind of be confused with dryness because tannins are astringent, right? So a lot of people also mess up tannin and dry, which we will get to later. But the astringency is basically what's going to make you pucker. Acidity makes you salivate, astringency makes you pucker. So when you have something that's high in acid, that doesn't make it astringent. If it's sour, it's got that sour cherry sometimes, like a very young Sangiovese, things like that. Those tend to be your astringent wines, the ones that'll make it pucker and kind